Well, it looks like we're back for another episode, people.
I'm on the right side again.
Yeah, this is still just the craziest thing. Has us on opposite sides. So, but whatever. Yep,
I'm over
sorry.
here.
Huh?
I'm over here.
I know. Still, it doesn't make sense. But hey, whatever. We're going to get used to it. Trust me.
Yes, we have to.
So, going to have to. It's all good. But yeah, sorry about not last week. I had to make a mad dash to Tulsa to get my wife. So, fortunately, missed last week. I know last week was kind of important because we were heading to Elimination Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
But I know SmackDown. I, a lot of people are talking about because The Rock showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, said he's not going to be there. But when he was talking, a lot of people have said some things about not just what he said, but also what he was doing when he said it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, are they actually pointing towards something? And especially also, when did the one that he didn't do this, he did this.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, I know Triple H is big on, subtle hints.
Right.
But
so this is a little too far.
Right. I mean, so was it a subtle hint or was it just a goof? So
my question is, he made it a point to say the bloodline.
Right.
As in him and Roman Reigns.
Right.
Not Solo, not Jimmy, not Jay, not Paul, not anybody else.
Right.
Him and him.
Right.
So where's he going with that?
So, I mean, it's a good question because if you've heard, Tama Tonga has officially signed with the WWE apparently now.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's with that going in, and then a lot of things being settled at Elimination Chamber, to get the main card pretty much looks like what's going to happen for the main card set up. So, the way things were said, especially with what Seth said with the Shield,
mm-hmm.
And then the way the Rock said,
his outfits are getting darker and darker.
To
Seth,
yes. It looks like
the Jinkos. What's up with the Jinkos?
Yeah, the Jinko is like he's going to single-handedly bring back Jinko jeans.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, whatever. They were cool. I liked them.
I had 4 pairs.
Yeah. So I liked them baggy. I didn't like them that baggy.
Mm-mm.
But
I didn't want my whole family to fit in them.
I wouldn't mind. That's better than skinny jeans.
Mm-hmm.
So. But yeah, it does look like they're for Seth, but she does need a character change.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be kind of an interesting thing if they did 2 double crosses at
mm-hmm.
WrestleMania. Have Seth come and double cross Cody to side with Roman,
mm-hmm.
but then also have The Rock double side.
Double turn on Rock.
Yeah, then turn on Roman
mm-hmm.
to help Cody.
Mm-hmm.
I said so.
I think Cody's going really dark.
He's going to really.
The last thing he said in Raw, I think he's going dark side.
It wouldn't be bad for him.
Mm-mm.
So,
but how would he do it?
Like I said, if
Homelander wouldn't work. Homelander gimmick won't work.
No, it is a great gimmick, but he needs to have something that's still his, something fresh.
He needs to be like a darker version of the American Nightmare.
He needs to be the actual nightmare part. Mm-hmm. If he went that route also, I know it wouldn't happen, but it'd also be great to see Dustin show up.
How embarrassing would it be for Roman Reigns to lose to Stardust?
That would be hilarious. But also, something that kind of, I don't know, like I said, I know that a lot of social media stuff is controlled, mm-hmm. and then they put it out by the WWE.
They don't even have their passwords.
But somebody put out there, which was really interesting. I don't know if it was a plant or not. Also, when the title that Roman has right now, mm-hmm. was released, it was presented by The Rock.
Mhm.
And who was there when he presented it?
Cody Rhodes. He said
Cody
in
was.
13 years I'm going to have it.
Yeah,
It's coming up on year 11.
right.
Mhm.
So,
I pay attention.
like I said, but I'm not convinced that that they would give it to him though. Still at WrestleMania.
I can barely hear us. Can you hear us okay back there? Loud and clear? Huh? Okay, cool. We just need one more of these.
Right.
Sorry.
Well, and then soon we'll have this one over here going too. So,
Just have-
yeah, I said we've talked about previously, that sometimes when it's too predictable, it can get boring.
Yep.
We were talking about Elimination Chamber, and Grant, we literally picked what was going to happen.
We picked the man.
Yeah.
We picked Drew McIntyre.
Right. So
and we picked a gnarly match between Rhea Ripley and Nia Jax.
Yeah.
And it gave us that.
I have never been a fan of Nia's wrestling.
No.
But I was incredibly impressed. You could tell she's been working on it.
Yep.
And I don't know, and I did it live. I've watched it live on here. So
I know. I watched.
Yeah, I know you watched it.
Darwin was just like,
yeah. I don't think Darwin realized he was on the screen at all.
I was waiting to hear some Darwinian language.
Yeah.
Like what the Jesus fuck was that?
Yeah.
It's
but I think it was,
language.
It was early in the morning for us. I think both of us hadn't had a lot of sleep.
I stayed up till like 3:00
Uh-huh.
and knocked. I was like, man. I woke up and it said, "You're live now." I'm like, no, you didn't.
Yeah, like I said, I was that pay-per-view, PLE, sorry, I'm still used to pay-per-view. It had to have been good for me to stay awake because I had like a total of 3 hours of sleep.
But you had a pot of coffee going.
Oh, yes, I did. I needed that pot of coffee to make sure. Because I got up and if you saw, I made some basically cinnamon rolls in the crock pot.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to do that again.
She brought her air fryer from Kansas City.
Oh, yeah?
By the way, guys, my wife is sitting behind me. She's no longer in Kansas City.
Yeah. So that when he steps out of line, she's behind him. That way she can throw something at his
If you
head.
see something come from back there, over in that direction, like right down there.
As she's giving you dirty looks.
Yeah. See, I'll just like right there.
You can see
That's
part
my
of it.
wife. Do a wave or something, babe. Right there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a one finger salute, but the wave is perfect.
Anyway, I'm perfectly aligned to block her out. We need to get a black chair because that bright ass color just looks like a donut.
Then you get like a black sock to put over it or something.
Yeah,
but
that's what
like I said, we'll start with the women's elimination chamber. I said we figured Becky was going to win.
Yeah.
Because you could tell from the kickoff that they were pushing Becky versus Rhea
hard.
I mean, that was a given,
Mm-hmm.
So, but they had to make sure that the match would keep, their American fans awake and they delivered.
Yeah.
I was
impressed with Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah. See, I know you're new to Tiffany.
Never been a fan of hers, even in NXT. I was just like, how's she going to respond when she gets to the big dogs?
Yeah. But see, in the last year, after she came back, because she got hurt and she was gone for a while, and then she came back. And when she came back, she was on fire. I mean, that's why they gave her the NXT championship.
Right.
And the person that beat her was Becky. So it was great that there was some natural heat with that part going on anyways.
Sad plug, if you've never tried it, sparkling ice, cherry starburst flavor.
Very nice.
No sugar.
I like sparkling ice. It's good stuff.
You should try one.
Yeah. But yeah, in the last year, Tiffany had really stepped it up. I know on her first television debut, it was kind of rough.
Right.
But she definitely was on top of it for the PLE.
Right.
She did really well. All of it was really good. I was, like I said, it had to be something special. It had to be good to keep people's attention. Even though we knew Becky was going to win,
Mhm.
they still kept it very entertaining. Liv did
Liv
great.
killed it.
Yeah, and that's probably one of the best performances I've ever seen her do too.
Right. Oh yeah.
So, like I said, I was really really good, great, happy about that one. So, yeah, 1 minute. Since the last time I was here, he tried to poison me with that sweet stuff.
We have to wet out with
I had to bring my own.
Just kidding.
Oh, and I found out also this last week who Tiffany's boyfriend is. I would not have expected. He's part of Imperium.
Kaiser?
Ludwig Kaiser is her boyfriend. I was because article came up that I guess they got an apartment together. Somebody stuck on Cody again back there.
Yeah,
always and forever, right? But yeah, I found that article last week that they got an apartment together. And it's kind of like, I did not expect that. So I mean, Ludwig's good. So I mean, I'm sure he's been also working with her and helping her out too. So
my big question:
Uh-huh.
Is Ludwig actually Swiss?
I think he's,
or is he American?
No, he is German. I think he's got dual citizenship. If I remember, let's look at.
I'm trying to figure out if his accent is a work or if it's the real thing.
Yeah, he is German. I know that. Marcel Bertal, yeah, he's a German professional wrestler. Let's see.
Born in 91?
Yeah, he's born in 91.
Oh my God. Didn't you graduate in 92?
92. I graduated high school in 92. Yeah, he's 32 years old. So, yeah, he was born in West Germany. So,
okay.
Yeah. Billed from Hamburg. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, but I think it's Gunther. He's from Austria. So, so yeah. But like I said, now the tag team match. I was wondering. I kind of feared, of course, that way they're still pushing Judgment Day, that they were going to let them win. But that's once again. I mean, they brought it all around. They just and they just, so I'm
adjusting the temperature. Please hold. Keep going.
Yeah. So did you see why? Because they were during that match that the screen went black.
Yeah, it was middle fingers.
Yeah, Peacock decided to black it out for that because of because literally the whole entire front row was giving Dominic the middle finger salute, and so Peacock decided to black it out. I know a lot of I've seen some wrestling fans that were like, why would they black it out? I mean, granted, it is a family, I guess, service, but it's also the WWE.
Thank you, Mary.
I mean, it is the WWE. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
I don't think it was worried about any kids.
No.
I mean, it'd be easy for if they, which I mean, either way, I don't, there's neither here nor there.
They literally could have edited to show a different scene.
Yeah. So I mean, they could have changed camera angles.
Let the grown-ups have fun. Bunch of this.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm neither here nor there on
TV.
Huh?
I've been dying to see him get flipped off on TV.
Right. I mean, because we've seen it live. So, I mean, and like I said, still right now, he is still probably the top heel in the industry. And
I think he's actually more of a heel than Roman.
He is.
Like Roman's a heel, obviously.
but he still gets ones, and he still gets cheered.
Dominic
Along
doesn't
with-
get shit.
He gets nothing but booed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, look, Dominic is the top heel in the industry as of right now.
Which is odd because I don't recall Ray ever being a heel. Now he may have been.
And he may have been a heel,
I don't
but
remember.
the fans still would. Some fans would still cheer him.
He was a Roman Reigns heel.
So I said, yeah, he's. I mean, that's. I mean, whether they intended it for that to happen like that or not, it's
They're running
great.
with it. They're running with it.
Yeah, they're running with it, and they need to.
Yeah.
And and his and that's crazy thing is his wrestling acumen has improved also.
Oh yeah.
So
The boots. No, I can't do the boots. I can't.
no,
No, I can't. I will say that I was impressed with Judgment Day's ability to win with minimal interference.
yes,
They had interference, but it was
it was minimal. And then whatever happened to Finn's thumb,
Broke it.
yeah, you know, and
I watched that and I'm like, oh,
and you know, and still go through. You could tell he was in pain, especially afterwards.
had blood right there.
Yeah, and he was trying to straighten it back up. It looked like, and but like I say, he's a true professional. He's still just, you know, he's got a job to do. Let's finish this
Right.
up, you know, and you can't take it away from, you know, Pete and all that. I mean,
They killed it. Oh.
yeah, I mean, you had two teams with two complete contrasting styles,
Oh yeah.
and yet they made it work.
They killed it.
They so well.
They absolutely killed it.
I said, that's why, you know, I say I trust Triple H and what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's, you know, he's building something, you know.
I have a new update. What is this?
What you got to update? What's up?
Share screen. Mute.
Yeah. Little icons at the bottom.
I'm not pushing buttons because
No.
the last time I grounded my wife, I'm good.
That was funny. That was very funny.
I'm so good on that. Nope.
course,
She had surgery for gallbladder removal today, and she's already moody enough due to pain. I'm not having
Yeah,
that.
and then she just took some pain meds.
Mhm.
So she's loaded.
I'm probably getting a hole burned through the back of my head right now.
I will neither confirm nor deny that allegation. Oh, I just made her laugh. Oops. That was my bad. I made her laugh, and then
Dick.
I know I'm the douchebag this time.
You're a douchey love muscle.
What?
Oh boy. I'll let you take over.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
I'll be
since
right back.
he's got to go. I'm gonna step away from wrestling. I'm going to step into some movie stuff. So while you're doing that, alrighty.
You want to do these?
No, I'm going to talk. Like I said, I'm going to talk about Dune for a minute.
All right.
Let you do that. So I guess tonight, tomorrow is when Dune Part 2 comes out. I'm not sure how many of you saw the original that came out in the mid 80s. I saw it in theater. My family, my stepfather was actually a fan of the books. And so, of course, when it came on TV, our TV came out to the movies, we went and saw it. I enjoyed it. The main character is very messianic. He comes and just kind of help saved, for him. Of course, I know for the character itself, didn't know what he was there for, but a lot of the concepts and how they did it, and of course, at the time, the special effects were really, really good. For the time frame, the sandworms and how they did that, the weapons. That was cool. The shields, how all that kind of worked. Of course, at the time, also a very famous singer had his acting debut, Sting. And he did a really great job. He played a really far out there character. So, with having seen that, and then the first part 1 came out of this remake, it did good in that. I liked that how it kept, of course, it had to follow the book to a point, that, but the addition of the new actors, how they reimagined certain characters, how they looked, you know, and expounded on that because in the first one, of course, was Patrick Stewart was in that one. Very young but still balding Patrick Stewart. You know, so to have these new guys with Jason Momoa, Dave Batista showing up, of course, Zendaya being a part of it, you know, a great cast coming in for a cult classic for some of us. It was I didn't want to get excited and too excited about it because I know how that can be, but the first part I knew they had to do a lot of build up because I mean for the time frame it was set for, it it felt like they were going to take their time building this world, even though some of us already knew the world, but it gave them time to really dig deep and not try to rush. So they got the floor set. Now with part two, some of the stuff I've seen from the trailer, the fight scene at the end, I'm really intrigued with. The little girl, if you haven't seen it, I'm not going to tell you about the little girl too much, but there's a little girl in there that is intense. So, and from the trailers, looks really good. So I'm, I'm I probably won't see it this weekend, but I will see it. That was man, some barking spiders came in here all of a sudden. Where'd that come from? Ah, I just need my ice to melt so I can.
Slurpy derpy.
Yeah. Last week at church on Tuesday, because we do Tuesday night church, and I got a Sonic drink, and was at church service, and I was finishing my drink, and I had, of course, ice in it, and I'm a ice eater, and I was trying my hardest, to get the ice out, but not crunch on it. I don't want to be that guy, they're in the middle of church service. So I had to be very careful with that. So part of the reason I wanted to bring Dune in also, of course, Dave Batista is in it. I said, and I like how they reimagined and redid some of the characters the way they looked. Mm-hmm. But have you seen what Dave Batista looks like right now?
No.
Yeah, because he stopped being Drax because of the work it took to keep that physique. So yeah, he's a.
Oh, that's what fell.
I said, I'll tell you, you need to pull up a picture of what Dave Batista looks like. He is, of course, he's older. He's letting his gray hair show, but he's slimmed down a lot. I mean, he's slimmed down quite a bit. I'm going to pull up a picture of him. I saw it yesterday. Let's see, where was that at? Looked like for an award show. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's definitely off the juice.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is, so he's still fit, but he's not as jacked as he was.
Right.
So, I saw some people kind of saying, well, that they're glad to see that, because, he is older, unlike how The Rock is still making sure that he keeps, a better physique that he had than when he was wrestling originally.
Right.
And to see the opposites, I know Dave likes to think of himself as a true actor and only Dwayne and John as wannabe actors.
Right.
But I mean,
he did say that.
Yeah,
He did.
yeah, he did say that, and that's why he said he would never be in something with those two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
said he would never return to the WWE.
right. Well, yeah, because his last match was his final match with Triple H.
Yeah.
Um, we knew that was his retirement, you know, and I mean, and it's probably a good thing because his last two returns, he just wasn't the same. He didn't have the heart for it.
Hmm.
You know, and the fans are fine with that. You know, he's a beloved guy, and right now, oh, you're good. Hey, I understand. Okay, you know, I drove to Tulsa last Thursday to pick up my wife. You know, that's 3 hour round trip just to drive alone. So it's not
Come
easy.
back
It's
with
being
you?
it's being a husband. Huh?
Should come back with you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but for him to be like that, I think I don't know. It's is he a good actor? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is he to the point where he can act like be like that? I mean, no, because if it wasn't for the WWE and guys like Dwayne and John, he wouldn't have that opportunity.
And Miz.
And the
And
Miz,
Ted DiBiase.
I mean, and honestly, once again, it goes back to OG Hogan.
Yep.
So,
What was it?
which one?
Movie
For
was
Hogan,
it?
Thunder Lips?
No, the very first one.
I mean, you got Rocky. It's pretty much just.
He was in the like a babysitter movie.
Oh yeah, there was that one, but that was after. That was still after. So, Suburban Commando. Is that the one you're thinking of? Where they had
That
the Undertaker in it also?
Yeah. I hope so.
See, by him finishing his story, whether he finishes it now or not, I'm. It's one of those. Like I said, you got to watch what they say and what they do. As to,
Yeah.
I think they'll give enough information.
I think he'll finish it one day.
Yeah, I just like I said.
What do you think the chances are that they make him wait until 13 years?
I don't think so. In that you still have guys like Randy Orton,
Mm-hmm.
who needs who's looking to get his next two.
Speaking of Randy Orton,
He sold the crap out of that back. I know a lot of people.
He made contact.
Huh?
There was real contact.
Yeah, I know it's real
On
contact.
his Instagram, he really hit him. I mean, they're foam brass knuckles,
Right.
but that was a real punch.
Right.
And it wasn't a work.
Right.
Because Randy had said something really disrespectful to Logan a couple days prior.
Well, I mean,
and so that was his receipt.
Okay. Well, I mean, but
and I'm like, you might have sold the shit out of it, but damn.
Well, I was talking about Randy's. When he, did the suplex and he was selling his back the entire, that punch. I mean, Logan can take offense, but Logan still has a lot to prove.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, he can get all pissy all he wants. I mean, like I said, if it wasn't for, I'm sure at some point I will get past his past mistakes, because he's a great worker. He's a
phenomenal athlete.
Huh?
Phenomenal athlete.
Yeah, I mean he's for him to be as good as he is just is not. It doesn't seem possible.
I think he takes the heel gimmick a little too far sometimes.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
I think
oversells it.
I think that's what he thinks he has to do.
Mm-hmm.
And which I mean, that's just going to take some time. Like I said, he's very fresh in it.
I mean, that takes me back to the Miz's early days.
Yeah, I mean, he reminds me of the Miz.
Walking on water.
He reminds me of the Miz when Miz first showed up
from reality TV.
Right. So, like I said, if he gets some time, I think his past from his, you know, you know, stupidity. You know, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
But he's got to make sure that he, you know, if he's going to be a professional wrestler, he needs to stick with that and keep all the other garbage where it needs to be, somewhere
Right.
else. Keep with what he's doing. Because, like I said, I mean, it was great that when Drew came out and got on the ring, and then Logan Paul did his, his signature initials, and then of course, then Drew shortened his sword.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I mean, it's he's got it. He's just going to have to. He's going to have to win the fans over,
Yeah.
just like the Miz did.
The Miz is still. He's still trying.
I mean, he's a 2-time Grand Slam champ. I like the Miz.
Oh yeah, I didn't used to.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't like when he had the fedora cap. I was not a fan.
And it's one of those him trying to find, his shtick.
His niche.
Yeah, and
or is it niche?
It depends on who you talk to.
Niche.
Niche, whatever.
He tried to find his way.
Yeah, his gimmick, who he is, and he's found it. And I know Logan seems to be stuck on this current one he's on. He needs to lose it. He needs to find something.
He needs to lose it to Ray.
Do I?
He needs to lose it to Ray. Ray needs to come back and take it back in a no DQ match.
Yeah. That would be cool, but they also need to give it to somebody else, honestly, too. They need to start pushing some of these other guys.
They need to let these title holders not be title holders anymore.
So make them shorter titles for, at least for a little while, because like we've talked about before, is some of them they're holding on to them for way too long.
Way too long.
And it's Gunther, he's a fighting champion, but we need some fresh people. We got people in there that need a push that are not getting that.
Yep.
Because both U.S. and Intercontinental, it's a stepping stone. You get that one, your next one is the big title. So, let's get some fresh faces in there. That's what I said. That's one of the problems I think they have with so many heavy hitters. But some of them you can tell who are veterans. Like I said, Randy, he's got 14. He says he's got 2 more in him. That was intentional.
Yep.
Because, it'll be 16. So, if anybody I think, is going to top the 16 mark, the only person they should really give that to would be Charlotte.
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
Speaking of women's titles, it's a thought. It'll probably never, ever happen. But they should pick 2 titles from the men's side, whether it be the United States, the Intercontinental, the Heavyweight, the Universal, whatever. And they should give the women at least 2 titles similar.
Right.
Like the women's Universal Championship.
Right.
Or the women's United States Championship.
Right.
Let the women have more than just one title.
Right. Yeah, because I mean, especially like as we've talked about, is the women, they're stepping it up.
There's only one woman champion.
Well, you got Bianca and you got Rhea. Not Bianca, but Io.
Right. She's kind of irrelevant.
Huh?
She's kind of irrelevant.
Yes and no. I mean,
they don't do much. They don't work with her much.
So, like I said, they're trying to build a super squad with Io, Kyrie, and all that with the Kabuki Warriors.
How are you perceiving the Dakota Bailey thing? Do you think Dakota's doing it to set her up?
If knowing how she was in NXT, that is her MO.
Yeah.
Befriend, and then turn on. Befriend, turn on. That's her. I'll be sincere and then turn on somebody. So I
Yep.
mean, if she turned, I'd actually be surprised if she stuck and was faithful than if she wasn't.
Well, if they're going to push her on singles, then they need to make her a face to start off with.
Right, and it'd be a great point too.
Mhm.
So, because I mean, she's obviously getting better.
Whatever
Excuse
happened
me.
with her injury?
Huh?
She hasn't had a match in.
Yeah, because she had the knee injury. So, but she's always been in the spotlight,
Right.
per se. So, I mean, and I would actually be interested in seeing her as an actual legit face.
Yeah.
Because that would be a nice stretch for her. Because being a heel is easy.
Yep. Just be a dick.
Yeah, you used to be a douchebag,
That's fine.
and call the fans, trailer park trash
Or crybabies.
or crybabies, and it's sold. It's easy, but to actually be a face and have it happen naturally.
Yeah.
Like I said, that was the Rock's big thing when he showed up. They tried to make him a face, and the fans just weren't having it.
Mm-hmm.
So if they can do it, and I think they've got the people there. Now, I would like to see Dakota Kai as a legitimate face.
Same.
Yeah,
I think she'd do well.
It'd be a great stretch. It'd be great for her. It'd put a whole new spin on her career, I think.
Right.
So that would be I would be very excited to see something like that. Her to actually stand up with Bailey side by side.
Yeah.
So, which the Kabuki Warriors are going to be on NXT this next week. So, yeah, it's one of those. The Good Brothers have showed up on NXT. So
that one kind of threw me.
Yeah, like I said, they're giving, I said because they have in some of these others, these you got so many powerhouses to get them spread out. I mean, honestly, if they could have a show 5 days a week easily, but like I said, that's a lot of TV.
Yep.
What?
I have a surprise coming in. Okay. We're about to do movie reviews.
Yeah.
Let's just hop right into it.
Huh?
Let's just hop right into it.
Okay. Like I said, I was talking about Dune. Speaking of people, Zendaya. Okay. My first introduction to Zendaya is kind of funny. Is my ex had tickets to go see Zendaya. Of course, my daughter was already a fan. My oldest wanted to go see, but my youngest, of course, had no desire to see her sing. And so my ex was like, "Yeah, we got tickets to go see Zendaya tonight." And I was like, "Who?" She's like, "Oh yeah, she's Disney, and now she sings." And I was like,
We are.
"Okay."
We are. For sure.
Twister's, yeah, I'm definitely. Yeah, I was at a body shop today to put a windshield in, and I pulled in the back, and there was a truck.
What's up, Josh?
I saw a truck that looked just like one of the ones from the film. And
who is it?
I was actually I was taken back because I was like, "What's that doing here?" I was because it said I was kind of set back.
I know.
Who is that?
You can't tell
Anyways.
me who it is.
Okay. So yeah, with this Twisters, I was problem. Hey,
what up, bro? How you doing? So we ready to get these movies on?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say is with Zendaya, because I said we was talking about Dune, is her acting.
Yeah, she's good.
I was kind of. She seemed kind of flat. I was almost afraid she was gonna be like a Kristen Stewart.
Right.
But
she picked it up.
She's picked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I saw the trailer for her newest movie also, besides Dune, where she's a tennis player.
I haven't seen that one. I've got an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, we're not going to watch all hour 40
No,
minutes of.
no.
But yeah, I mean, basically, it starts off with her having a threesome with two guys.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
Nothing.
I said nothing.
I heard nothing. I see nothing. I say nothing. So
I'm sorry, what was that?
nothing.
What did you whisper?
Twisters. As we were talking about twisters, you know.
I was talking about giving you a titty twister, and I whispered it because I don't want to die.
Here comes the flying projectiles. Oh, fart knuckles. Anyways, so I guess we could talk about twisters real quick,
Ouch.
Ow!
or you just want to wait until?
It's on here. I've seen this.
Yeah.
The first
Okay.
few.
Well, we got on this first one. We got Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. So far.
What number is this now?
700.
Yeah, it's worse than the Fast and Furious franchise
So we
at
can
this point.
skip through it.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I really,
When I sleep,
some of them were really good, and then it's just, I
Last
just,
time
Probably
to
shouldn't have
recess,
done
anytime. I'd also accept
I'm
all
just
the
not-
time.
I don't know. I have no
When you
interest
have a
in
history of greatness,
another
keep
Planet of the
dreaming
Apes movie.
and go beyond what's
I mean, it
possible.
looks like it'll be good, but
If I watch it, but I mean, I will more likely because I've seen the rest. But if I watch it, I'm gonna wait till it comes streaming so I can watch it from home. I'm not paying money to
For
see
free.
it. I just. What the heck?
okay, we're gonna go here.
So yeah, I just
I sleep,
I
I see
I guess we're watching it.
strange things,
yeah that or just can you
new things.
Yeah.
We can skip through.
That is
Yeah.
not everything.
so
Caesar?
Huh?
Is it Caesar?
I think it is Caesar. Oh, it looks like it's setting up right before Planet of the Apes. So, which I mean, maybe that will make it the last one.
Maybe.
We'll see. Is this what I think it is?
For most of human civilization,
Is this the newest Tom
we
Godzilla?
believed
Yeah.
that life could only exist.
We'll skip through it.
I said I'm interested. There's been some high spots I saw that it's pretty. I said once again, I don't know if I'd pay money to see it in the theater.
It's this one.
That's Furiosa.
Do you have it in you to
So Chris Hemsworth as a bad guy. I
Let me know.
want to see that one.
Are you guys aware
This
there's
one I
like
want
a
to see.
pretty huge civil war going on all across America?
We just try to stay out with what we see on the news. Seems like it's for the best.
Citizens
Oh,
of
is this
America, the
Civil War.
so-called
Yeah.
Western forces of
He says
Texas
we're
and
Americans. He
California
goes, which Americans?
have suffered a very great defeat.
But you know the sad thing is, the way the world is, this is where it's going.
Yeah. So it's like there's a movie coming out.
I'll stay locked and loaded. I think I won't.
With the way things are going, like I said, there's a movie coming out. It's called something magical. Let me pull it up real quick. I saw it. The name.
Every time I survived the war zone, I thought I was sending a warning home. Don't do this. But here we are.
There's some kind of misunderstanding here.
So it's this one right here.
Okay. Okay.
So
What kind of American are you? You don't know?
my only concern with this movie is it going to try to paint conservatives as that guy.
Maybe. I don't know.
So I mean, how much of a political bias does that have?
I'm not hanging back.
That when I saw it, that was my biggest concern. You know, is it going to have total political bias to not really show?
Wrestlemania.
Or go crunching this again. Do part two. Okay, let's pause that real quick.
It's okay.
Like I said, with that movie, Civil War. So with the society we're in now, so there's a movie coming out, and I don't know if we would get in trouble for saying this by some individuals. Here, I want to put it on here. Okay. Okay. So some people would have no problem with us saying that, and some people would. So are you? It's like painting a trap.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if we say we like it, we might like it, we want to go see it, then are we going to get tagged as
Racist.
well? I mean, not racist, but as a fetish.
Maybe.
So so that's but when we say we don't want to go see it, it's because you're racist, you're white, you're male, whatever. So it's kind of like the last Captain Marvel movie, or was it some of the other, they would say, oh well, this movie's not for white guys, so most white guys didn't go see it, and then they were complaining because it bombed horribly.
Yep.
Well, it's because white guys were afraid of watching it.
Yep.
No, you said it wasn't for us.
But we're sexist.
But then when we don't see it because you said it wasn't for us, then we're the bad guys again. So no matter what, you're going to try to paint us as the bad guys.
Fuck it. I'll be the villain.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those, you got to be careful with some of us. If you're going to paint us as something, we're just going to sign that sucker.
Yeah. Sign it and send it.
Especially at Gen X. Don't. That
part.
Paint it, and we will sign that with our blood. Okay?
I will notarize that shit with a fucking knuckle punch.
So, watch it. So, all right. Dune Part 2.
I'm here. It's been a while since you've had one of those nightmares.
So I'm looking forward to this.
What was it about?
Only fragments. Nothing's clear.
Did you ever see the original?
We've been fighting the Harkonnens for decades.
Oh,
I did not.
My family's been
Did you see
fighting them for
Dune
centuries.
1? Okay.
Your blood comes from dukes
I'm gonna have
and
to.
great houses.
Yeah, it's
Here,
going to be
we're
dry
equal.
because it's building.
We do for the benefit of all.
I said for guys like me, which I saw it in the theater in the mid 80s when
Maybe
it
I'll
came
show you
out.
a way.
It was nice because it took and expanded and helped fill in a lot of stuff, helped them build a bigger world.
Deal with this prophet. So associates.
Walking.
Peter Rother. He's psychotic.
See, that character I think is one that's played by Sting in the original.
There's one simple sugar hack anyone can do to balance glucose levels
Oh, really?
almost overnight.
Okay.
Did you know that type 2 diabetes
anyways,
is a
like I
completely
said,
reversible condition, and it has nothing to do with how many carbs or desserts you eat?
See possible futures all at once.
All the time, especially
Futures. Our enemies prevail.
Josh
I do
Brolin.
see a way.
Great cast.
There is a narrow
So the first one had
place
Jason Momoa in there also. Right? The Sandworms.
Okay, gotta say Elvis.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? It might be.
This is a
That'd be
form of
nice.
power that our world has not yet
Give him a
seen.
nice stretch in his.
Ultimate power.
I want you to know I will love you as long as I breathe.
You'll never lose me as long as you stay who you are.
Consider what you're about to do to kill Atreides.
this prophecy is how they enslave us.
The blue tint to their eyes is because there's a certain special spice on that planet, and that spice is what gives them that blue tint to their eyes. That's why everybody's there, is to try to mine that spice.
To come.
So,
Austin Butler, sure was.
yeah.
All right. I want to see it now.
Yeah.
近道じゃった。
I said, get past the first one, you'll be.
산더를 찾아서 미래로 돌아가야
Yeah,
한다.
this is all in Japanese. I watched this one.
What's this?
Ghostbusters Frozen.
Oh, the newest, yes. Frozen Empire.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm gonna check something real quick, guys.
For the first time in New York history, people froze to death in the middle of July.
What is it?
The death chill. The power to kill by fear itself. Your veins turn to rivers of ice. Your bones crack. And the last thing you see is your own teardrops freezing up.
Like, literally scared to death? So cool.
I'm intrigued. I just hope they didn't pull the normal, show all the highlights in the trailer.
Yeah.
So,
All red.
yeah, that's Paul Rudd. He was in the last one.
It is time to take the next step on your journey.
What?
Met your
Too many Kung Fu Pandas for you?
That's all my son talks about. This is If.
I want to see that one. What if?
one. You know damn well which
Right, if.
Thanks for doing this. It really means a whole lot.
Yeah. Okay. Pennywise moved to the suburbs. To the pool.
No, he didn't. When we were fixing up the pool, they said it hadn't been used in 15 years. Maybe they weren't pool people. It's not for the kids. I used to be scared of pools. Cider! Come on, Cider!
Get no vibe here. Do you have a boyfriend?
No.
Blumhouse.
Over in a minute.
They are the masters of horror movies.
You need to say something back. Ronan, Marco.
Why aren't you saying anything?
Yeah, I mean January, so it's a ways away.
My kids have seen things.
Oh, even a glass of water was
I'm
coming.
worried something is happening to my husband.
Dad,
I've been looking for you.
There has to be some way to stop this.
Marco.
Nice one, huh? Pause this real quick. Okay, so my dream right here. Okay, for those of you that don't know, working on a book. It's part of it. Going to be part of a series, and we've talked about, and I've kind of wrote a good rough draft for one called Passing Lanes. I would love for if we could team with Bloomhouse for that one. I think What do you think on that? Because the setup for it would be perfect with what Blumhouse does.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be great. So anyways, let's continue. The Beekeeper, that one's already come out. I already watched that one. I even talked about it.
You're a blessing, Mr. Clay.
Making sure it was still
This
working.
place was crabgrass and weeds, and you brought it
I
back
don't
to
want to see
life.
this one.
It's
I
actually
want to
just
see the movie, but I don't want to see the trailer.
Yeah,
Somebody's
No ways.
that was a great section scene right there.
What's your name?
Cairo Sweet.
I'm Mr. Miller. I'm assuming that you got one of these
Look, it's
before.
Bilbo.
I read the whole list.
Well, there's 12 books on that list.
Party hard.
Always said I was a good kid.
What is an adult?
Always said
I'm 18,
I was one.
languishing in the wilds of nowhere, Tennessee.
Don't know how I'll ever break this curse.
Don't you get scared walking through those woods?
I'm the scariest thing in there.
Never knew I could be speechless.
I want you to write a short story in the style of your favorite author.
Are you offering me special treatment, Mr. Miller?
Well,
Interesting.
John here is prepping her to be his transcendent.
Is she pretty?
Oh, she's talented.
Damn, even worse. What are you writing about? I'm uninspired. I've had no achievement. Make him love you.
I'll set fire to the whole place.
Okay.
She opened her mouth to say something, but the words fell away.
Why did you write this? This is inappropriate.
Write what you know is what you say.
If you don't rewrite this, I'll have to fail you.
I dare you. It's like he's been living in grayscale and you're the first thing he's ever seen in color.
You are the adult. Show some responsibility. You're my student, and I'm your teacher. That's all.
Stretch for Jenna Ortega on this one.
If she can convince them that something happened between us, I could lose my job.
It's not all you could learn. You're gonna ruin his life.
in your own words. How did it start?
Always said I was a good kid.
Complex themes, you think. This is like a teenage girl going after her teacher. That's already come out. My daughter saw it.
PG-13, please.
It's Mean Girls, and pretty much it's mostly a musical.
I thought about it. I wasn't suicidal necessarily, but I was definitely praying, like, God.
Face breath.
Beyonce.
Fall Guy. Did you ever see the TV show? Yeah. So,
Good.
it's a good nice little throwback for some of us.
Anyone but him. I didn't approve him. You know that. You are literally the last person on earth I want to see slap the shit out of you. I really could.
And I'm open to that in a safer environment.
You've been a ghost. No phone call, no text.
It's not like I didn't want to apologize.
You don't have to explain anything. You're just a flame. So how have you been? God, I hate that thumbs up stunt guy stuff. I'm the director.
We're gonna set this man on fire.
You're a stunt guy. We need to keep it super profesh.
Profess is my middle name.
You said your middle name was Danger.
How'd we do, boss?
Really?
Yeah.
Close to that.
It's holstered. It's done. Forget. You never saw it.
Tom Ryder, the biggest action star on the planet, is missing. You need to bring him back. Or Jodie's movie is dead.
Why me?
You're a stuntman. Nobody's going to notice you. That's your job. No offense.
I mean, some taken.
You find Ryder, save Jodie's film. You get the love of your life back.
I'm not the hero. I'm just the double. Not today, you're not. Tom, we only need you back on set, pal.
hockey on ice?
He was so dead, Gail. He was super dead.
He's got himself involved with some shady people.
I had no choice. I had to do some Jason Bourne shit. They were trying to kill me.
Dean
Not
Ambrose.
in a fun way. You bring it?
Oh,
Yeah, man.
Watch the way he walks.
They were
oh
trying
yeah,
to
it
kill
kind of
me.
looked like Dean, didn't it? Hold on. We got to look that one up.
You bring it? Yeah, man. It's too dangerous. Gotta be stairs.
What happened to your face? You look terrible.
You look amazing.
You fall down, you get right back up. How far would you go for the one that you love?
I'll buy you a drink when this is over. Engage your core.
Taylor Johnson. It might have been
What are you doing
Taylor
later?
Johnson.
Want to go to a beach
Oh, no.
somewhere?
Drink a spicy margarita.
Make some bad decisions.
Yes.
I've been thinking. I can't run this
Not
club
out
ever.
again. This one's based on actual. I'm trying to figure out what
I built
But-
this from nothing.
club it's based off of.
This is our family. You and me, kid.
From the beginning?
Yes, please.
It was the golden age for bike riders. I never felt so out of place in all my life. That's when I saw him for the first time. It took my breath away.
I'm Benny.
5 weeks later, I married him. I thought I could change it, you know? Not to be different, but to be, I don't know, like he's wild.
Hey! I told you to take that jacket off. You'd have to kill me to get this jacket off. What about the bar? Find it down.
The club got real big real fast. They started running drugs, gambling, prostitution.
Is that what this
You
club
got
is now?
Randall's and the Red Devils.
You to quit writing.
What is
They are black and white.
that? Benny.
The Red Devils are red and gold.
Benny.
Right.
You can't have him.
If he wants to ride a bike, he'll ride a bike. Hey, you know, just think it over, you know.
I'll be there.
Sesame had pizza.
I want to see this.
Dress.
There's only one
Argyle.
way to find out.
You and I, we're not so different. Agent Argyle.
Little help. Hold on.
Yeah.
The book is phenomenal, sweetie, but what happens next?
It's called a cliffhanger, Mother. Ellie, it's called a cop-out.
Whoa, hey, there's a cat in there. Oh my God, you're Ellie freaking Conway.
Author of Argyle series, Ellie Conway!
I am such a fan.
Oh, yeah? What is it you do?
Espionage.
Would you sign my book?
Here we go.
I love this book. Come on.
Who are these people?
Real life spies.
Why would they care about me?
Because you're a goddamn fortune teller, Ellie. What you wrote in your new book actually happened, and you kicked a hornet's nest you didn't even know existed.
I'm in some really big trouble, Mom.
Oh, so now you're experimenting with drugs.
I want all assets on them now. I need her to write the next chapter. God, I hate that cat. It's time for you to meet the real Agent Argyle.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my
This is from the same guy that did the Kingsman, so I want to see it.
Yeah. Nope.
I like the fat orange cat, but I'll wait till it comes out.
Heden er Guds natur i al sin pragt. Hvorfor kastrere et vildt bæst, der bare gerne vil være frit?
Han har Gud netop ikke sat mennesker på jorden for at skabe civilisation.
Do one more after this.
Okay.
Nej, krig er kaos. Men vinderne er det, som kan finde ud af at kontrollere kaos.
Then we'll jump back because we had a run at NXT. This.
Kom, Simon. Jeg arbejder for kongen.
Hold op med at tale om kongen, som om du kender ham. Han ved ikke engang, du findes. Kan du komme til at lykkes med at bygge din koloni derude?
Ja.
Hvis du bekriger ham, så risikerer du alt. Jinxes der var
He
ikke
said, but this looks like one. Be interesting to watch, but not when you're tired.
adelige til, så du kan mænge dig med de fine folk.
Like, he's a great actor. People want to see him as Dr. Doom.
Det må vi ikke have for.
Vi vil fan inte dö för ditt helt projekt. Vänta väck från den. Jag förstår det.
Kaos i livet. Livet er kaos.
It looks like it's confirmed that Henry Cavill is going to be part of the MCU now, but they're not sure which character.
You have to save yours and our reputation. The DEA murders in Silverado. Remember that? Yeah, 2 undercover agents killed in a drug buy.
We're DEA!
I got the marshals to agree to send you down and bring those 2 witnesses back here.
Sometimes I mess around with movie lines. You looking at me?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else around here? ¿Algún problema?
Dolph
Get a
Lundgren
doctor
film.
fix you up the right way.
Okay.
This is my brother.
It's dangerous. The longer we're here, the more danger for your family. Joanson has a few lives left. He's a strong one.
Okay.
She can help solve who killed those DEA agents. In America, we can protect you.
Te van a encontrar, Rosa. Te van a matar, vas a que te maten nomás.
I saw what happened that night, and they know it.
That was a big
You know
one.
that you trust that you can call.
That wasn't a pew, that was a pop out.
Yeah.
So many questions, my friend.
It was click, clack, bang.
Saliva said it best. Click, click, boom.
Yeah.
If you want to fight with the wolves, you got to be a wolf.
I got to end on one good one.
This is not a good one. This one
Come on.
bombed.
Get your stuff.
It's Madam Web.
No.
They made like 8 million last week.
Secret. Now.
Inside Out 2. I don't think I've even seen the first one. My daughter wants to see that one.
That makes has traveled over.
Is that
Arthur the King.
Yeah, Arthur the King.
How's he doing?
You made a good one.
Next time.
My tools.
Come hang out with us later.
There, that's just it. This is the one.
No,
This is
please
the
keep
challenge.
talking.
How often does this happen? Going after the same girl?
Not as often as you think. We usually have different types.
So you're saying I should be flattered?
Aren't you everybody's type? Which one of us? He's not in love with you.
What makes you think I want someone to be in love with me?
It's nice to see you lit up about something, even if it's my girlfriend.
Art's got his coach, Tashi Donaldson, who also is his wife.
I'm praying for both of us, Tashi. I think maybe you're disturbed by the fact that she could have been into someone like me. When we were teenagers. When we were teenagers. Hey, I love you.
I know. You don't know what tennis is. It's a relationship. We went somewhere really beautiful together. I'm taking such good care of my little white boys.
I assume you planned this?
Not this part.
Yeah. So once again, I'm not sure if I would. Yeah. Just
The messenger has to become.
nothing against Bob Marley. I like Bob Marley.
Not on your life.
Hello, girls. It's the last body shot competition, so we're gonna sulk you up.
I've had it with love. I don't believe it's relevant to the 21st century lesbian. I'm not wearing that. I just came from work. I came from Toledo. I don't dress like it. I'm not here to peddle.
Thank you. I was about to fall asleep over here. Yeah, I said, this best upcoming? I don't know about best.
If those are the best,
it's
I'm
sad.
gonna quarantine myself.
It's sad. If those are the best, we need COVID to come back. Just yeah.
Twisters wasn't even in that.
So we talked about Judgment Day.
Yep.
So I don't know. It almost feels like she's out. So you've seen Andrade. He's back. Okay. Have you seen his style?
Yeah, he's got the dragon
and the skull, all that kind of stuff. Okay. He had interaction with Dominic, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm wondering if they're setting up something.
It'd be nice.
So, I think he'd be a great addition
Judgment Day?
to Judgment Day.
Who would they get rid of, though?
Dom.
Or JD?
I would say Dom more than JD, like I said, because Finn and JD have been longtime friends back from Ireland.
But that would be the perfect.
But if Ray is on his verge of coming back,
right. Which I don't
we've
know.
talked about before. I mean, even if he doesn't wrestle anymore, for him to come back, what would be the better time for him to come back? Judgment Day turns on Dominic. They're beating the crap out of Dominic. Who would come save him?
Right.
See, no matter what, Ray's upset with his son or not.
It's his son.
It's his son. He would come and clear house.
Yeah.
I would be happy with that.
Yeah.
I think that would be great, and it would be a good thing. Like I said, we talked about earlier, is Dominic's wrestling acumen has risen.
Mhm.
And they tried to start him off as a face with his dad. It just really didn't go well, but because he didn't have the skills, he's separated from his dad. He's built himself. I said he is the top heel in the industry, and to have Judgment Day turn on him and Ray step in, I think they could turn him face that fast.
Yeah.
And I think it would probably it would slingshot his career.
And what if they took the titles from Finn and Damien?
Right.
Huh.
Yeah, I think Andrade would be
on Dominic though.
Huh?
If they turned on Dom, where would Rhea stand?
I think Rhea would turn on Dom too, honestly.
Hmm.
I don't know. But it also does seem like there is a power struggle between Damien and Rhea.
Yep.
So
I can see Dom and Rhea breaking off as a power couple.
But also I know that, like they said Monday, that Judgment Day is coming for all the titles.
Mm-hmm.
So I know, but I mean, of course, she was home for the paper, PLE, and of course, everybody loved her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and even when she's in states, even though she's supposed to be a heel, fans still love Rhea.
Mm-hmm.
She's another one of those that she's built a great gimmick. She's built a great character. Whether she's the bad guy, the good guy, the fans love her.
They do,
because I mean it feels real. So, I mean, I don't know with the whole Rhea part. I could see her sticking with, and that would make it a little more impactful, especially if Rhea turned on Dom also.
Mm-hmm.
That it would really help push him to a whole new level. So, of course, and I'm loving this current Drew heel thing. His constant taunts.
I prayed for that.
His constant taunts at CM Punk. So when he comes back, I want to see that match.
Mm-hmm. You know it's happening.
Oh, you know it's happening.
Drew wins the title at Mania.
Uh-huh.
Punk takes it at SummerSlam.
I could see that. That would be very viable and would make more sense.
Punk finishes his story. Cody finishes his story. Everything happens.
Right, and we start off. Even though it would still be a little bit, everything's now starting off fresh and not regurgitated.
Mm-hmm.
So Drew would get himself another title reign out of COVID. Like I said, and with how his character is right now, he can carry it. Because he's not the he's kind of an anti-hero,
mm-hmm.
In a sense. Making
Punk's
pop
always
shots.
Been an anti-hero.
Huh?
He's always been an anti-hero.
Yeah, but the way he's doing it now is new level, top tier. Just little constant pop shots and sitting down in the middle of the ring like CM Punk would, and
telling the fans, "Don't look up my kilt."
Yeah.
Don't look up my kilt.
Don't be a little perv and look at my kilt.
I'd have been like,
I said, I mean, he showed it, to Logan Paul. So,
that ain't good.
So, at the very end, because Paul showed up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Had the security, right? I had to rewind to watch because the three guys came in. Cody had the chair, was whooping. The one guy that ate that chair, you know what I'm talking about? I mean, he just flat. His head popped back. I had to pause it because I was laughing. I rewound it. I was like, and Connor was sitting next to me. I was like, he was looking at his phone watching some kind of YouTube short or something. I was like, you got to watch this. And he got a kick out of it too. I don't know who that guy is, but
let's see if we can find it.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said, it was so great. I had to write it down.
His name is Dale,
I mean,
and I asked him if he wanted to play some games or something, but then he told me a secret.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Cody brings chaos after Heyman warns him of Rock challenge, which that should be very interesting since he threw out that challenge to the Rock.
That's tomorrow.
So we'll see how the Rock responds. Which you got to see a good showing of Grayson Waller. He's like I said, he's got some skills. Yeah, here we are. See, here's that. Maybe I was just talking
What's the
about
most dangerous animal on the planet?
David Allen Greer. I love David Allen Greer, that from The Living Color.
Asking you,
Blah blah blah.
Get matched with a
Those
local
three
tax
guys
expert and hand
were
off your taxes with TurboTax Live full
forced to
service.
retire
Plus,
or something
you can
like
choose
that.
to stay with the same expert next year. Get the app now. At Olive Garden, sauce is the soul. Made from scratch every day. It's what takes.
Morel, and nobody. One more person takes a step towards me, I am dropping every single person standing in this ring.
That guy right there.
I respect that. As I'm sure you will respect, that threat doesn't apply if I'm that one person to come close to you, right?
No.
Wrong.
Boom.
Cody Rhodes.
Right there. Hey, right there. Bam. Right here. Bam! He sold that so well.
I mean, you know they're up and coming.
Yeah, I know they are. Like I said, after seeing that, I'm like, that guy is already. I know he got management's attention on that. Whether he was supposed to eat it that hard or not, he still. That was great.
I'm hunting the bloodline. Cody Rhodes is at a different level.
Also got two buttons out, you know.
The bloodline is pushed and pushed Cody. And we've arrived at this moment.
I wonder who's going to show up tomorrow.
Cody? I mean, I don't know. He doesn't really need to, but.
These guys, and I guarantee you, Roman and The Rock are looking on. One stage, two stage.
I love Paul.
He sells it really well.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, the way that guy ate that chair. It was intentional or not.
Oh, yeah, he ate the shit out of that chair.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't put his hands up.
He didn't put his hands up or nothing. I mean, it hit him in his head legit. Popped back. I was like, oh my God. But he kept going, and he sold the Cody cut, not the Cody Cutter, but Crossroads really well. So you got a bright future ahead of you, guy. You keep it up. That was, where's the applause on that one? For that guy. Yeah. You deserve that applause. That was great. You deserve the applause. That was loud.
It was.
Oh, boy, I think it was too much. Ooh. Y'all can do that later.
It's the chair.
Yeah, that was that.
Please hold for station identification.
Oh, we're not Southside.
Bing, bing, bing.
Oh, goodness. But anyways, so with that being said, next, NXT. Did you watch NXT? No. Okay, so
I'll sit back and listen.
So they've had, the resident bad girl was Cora Jade.
Continue.
So, yeah, the resident bad girl used to be Cora Jade, which not sure, because Cora and Braun were known to have been in a relationship. Where they still are or are not, speculation, don't know. I mean, neither here nor there. Cora's going to be, she's got a good future, but she is out hurt. So looks like they're letting Roxanne Perez become the new resident bad girl with her new attitude, her persona, feeling like she's being jaded and left out of stuff. So and they played it well, especially with last week when they had the match, with Lyra Valkyrie and Shotzi, and Shotzi tore her ACL in the middle of the match. But they wanted to continue the show. Like I said, Roxanne Perez has been wanting another title shot, and how they handled that on the fly with Shotzi going down in the middle of the match was beautiful, and the extra stuff they did to make that work was great. It was fast thinking. It still made sense, and just crafted it. I said, if you get back, I want to talk to him about how they did that. I think he'd get a kick out of that. And part of it is what they've been doing is also involved Ava and how they're helping build her speaking ability, her on-camera skills. They're slowly and very, very well boosting that, working that, which of course, as we all know, a good star is able to speak. That was the whole reason Paul Heyman came in and helped Brock Lesnar, because he couldn't talk on the mic for nothing. We know Ava should be able to do it. I mean, she has one of the greats as a father on the mic skills to work with. So, which I was talking about, not this last Tuesday, but the Tuesday before that, the Lyra Valkyria, who's the champion, had a match with Shotzi for the world title.
Yeah.
Okay. And they've been building this one girl, Roxanne Perez, but you've seen her. She was for Survivor Series. But in the middle of the match, Shotzi blew out her ACL. And, it was halfway through the match. And what they did was beautiful, because Roxanne Perez has been winning another title shot and she's become the new resident bad girl. Because the old one, which was Cora Jade, Braun Breaker's girlfriend, got hurt with an ACL. I think it was ACL, but she had knee injury, so she's been out. So they're making Roxanne Perez, they're giving her a new character. So great thinking on the fly. They had another female wrestler that had a match just two or three matches previous, Lash Legend. So what they did is they decided to do what they call an open challenge. Lash Legend came out, but she already had one match, really good match with Lyra. That match is going on. Well, then they cut to the backstage and then had Roxanne Perez come in, running in real quick. What's going on? They were like, well, Shotzi got hurt and Sheila had an open challenge and Lash Legend came in. So, of course, Roxanne's been wanting a title shot. So then she got upset and started throwing stuff around. I said, great thinking on the fly, because they didn't have to add that part in, but it was great that they added that little section in while that match was going on. For added in because somebody got hurt. Mm-hmm. I mean, top notch. That was so. Then, like I said, with what they're doing with her attitude, she's now slapping girls that irritate her. So I said, and she's Booker T's girl. She worked in Booker T's camp.
She's a Harlem girl.
Huh?
She's a Harlem girl.
Yeah. She got the heat. She got the so a new guy that came out not too long ago. His name's Luca Crucifino. Okay, his character, which he did go to school as a lawyer. I think he is an actual lawyer, but he's now a wrestler or a superstar, or whatever you want to call him now. And he had a match with Dijak, and honestly, it was a great. He showed out, and actually that's probably one of the better Dijak matches I've seen in a long time. I mean, even the fans in the crowd were like, "This is awesome." I mean, they did really well.
I'll have to go
So
back and watch it.
yeah, you should watch that one. I mean, like I said, if it caught my attention enough and I wrote it down, it was pretty big. I said, and with how they're working with Ava and getting her cameras in front of the camera skills are improving, her speaking is improving. So there's that nice little build up that she's getting. I said, I mean, I know people would expect her to have it automatically just because of who her father is,
Mm-hmm.
but that's some of the skills you just can't.
Right.
It's like anything else. You have to practice it. You have to learn. It was good to see Booker back because, like I said, he had to have a surgery. So, and then they had a couple people fill in. One was the guy that was like, "Yeah, the reason Braun Breaker is doing so well as a tag team is because he learned from Baron Corbin." It was Byron Saxton. Yeah, no. Anyways, but
one of the many reasons I don't watch NXT.
Yeah, but like I said, that was a nice big faux pas on that part. But like I said, that's what when I heard Booker's voice Tuesday night back on the screen, I was very ecstatic because, yeah, after having Byron, dang near anybody's better. I mean, so excuse me. So they've got a guy they call the Don of NXT, Italian guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's got really cool gimmick going on, but they've kind of been middle carding him and his second in command, and then the girl that's come in. They lost the titles, of course, to Braun and Baron, and afterwards they were like, okay, we got to do as the Dawn. I'm saying we're going a whole different direction. We're doing something new.
Right.
Okay. So they've been pushing for Ilya Dragunov versus Carmelo Hayes, right?
That's happening.
Okay.
Next week, right?
Right. So, well, there's a nice little. So they come out, and Carmelo Hayes has had like 6 bodyguards with him all night long, saying he's not showing up. If he's going to show up in the ring, it's because Ava has a contract. And they're going to sign for them two to have a match, right? So they come out. The bodyguards are around the ring. All of a sudden, the Dawn of NXT's music kicks on. It's like, okay, what's this about? So he walks in, and he's basically looking at Carmelo like, you think you got everything under control, right? But you don't. He snaps his fingers into the mic. The 6 bodyguards he had drop down off the ring and walk off. Ava was sitting down and was like, "Here, take my seat," and sat down where she was sitting. Yeah, and it was even the crowd was like, "Whoa!" So yeah, it was one of those. But basically, they put it that Ava and he had talked previously, and he had a great idea. That basically that Carmelo Hayes has been handed all this stuff. So, and Ilya's thing is not about being handed stuff, it's about earning it.
Right.
So how about instead of just Carmelo Hayes just getting handed a title shot, how about he earn it by beating the Dawn? And the Dawn he's a future, he's on the verge.
I'm going to have to watch it.
Yeah.
When I go to the room, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah. He said, because the show, with everything, all the way around, every single bit, they're writing the way they're doing everything, it's becoming a whole new level.
I definitely have to go watch that.
Yeah. So it's and Baron and Braun are supposed to be facing the Good Brothers for the tag titles.
I think they're going to lose them.
I think they will too, because the way they've been pushing for Braun to go over. I said, but if so, Baron's been there for 8 months now. He's picked up traction finally again.
I think he'll be back.
I think he'll be back. I think, and I honestly, like you said, those two are doing so well together as a tag team because, like they said, they're both douchebags.
Of we. Taco. Come on, buddy. It's WWE. Or as Vladimir would call it, double E.
Right.
Let me put these on.
Autocorrect. Yeah, you gotta love autocorrect.
Autocorrect is a demon. Yeah. So I'm going to show you this. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This is a message between one of my best friends and I. Okay. Let me know when you get to the funny part. Now look.
And he made sure. Yeah, it is.
Now look.
Yeah.
Honest mistake.
Oh, that is hilarious.
That is the ultimate betrayal by telephone.
Right? Oh, goodness. I'm not ignoring you. I shook my head no. I'm not going anywhere. Uh-oh. Now you're getting a pouty face. Boy, she just... Going from, I want to stab you in the forehead to
please, Daddy.
Yeah, puppy dog eyes. But that's okay, because we're going to have to
shut her down.
You're going to have to shut her down for tonight. So 9:37. Of course, I got to get up 4 o'clock in the morning.
Well,
I don't have
guess
to.
What time I got to get up?
Huh? You're off every day.
No.
Yeah. Well,
Here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah.
Until next time. I'm gonna go take care of her. He's gonna drive home.
Pass out.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what tomorrow brings with SmackDown.
Sunlight.
That better than today because there wasn't much sunlight today.
Maybe. That was cold.
Yeah. Only in Oklahoma will it go basically drop 70 degrees
to 30 degrees.
Yeah, it was just wind chill alone from the 80s to down to teens and wind chill. Yeah.
It's like somebody looked at Oklahoma and says, you can't have all 4 seasons in one day. And Oklahoma said, hold my beer.
Yeah. You want to watch me? I'll do it all the time. Don't tell me what I can and can't do.
I've seen snow and rain in a day. And at the end of the day, they had a tornado. And within 48 hours of that, there was an earthquake.
We have all the excitement here. I don't know why people say it's so boring here. We have all the excitement.
I mean, we had a 5.8 magnitude about a month ago?
Yeah.
That one was fucking crazy. I was on the phone with her.
Yeah.
On a video call. I was playing a video game. And I looked up and I heard a low rumble.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's thunder, right? And I was like, no, that's not thunder. Is your phone shaking? I was like, yeah, we're having an earthquake. He goes,
He said, I was out. I was cold out. And whatever it hit, it woke me up because it sounded like somebody had ran into my house. And then when I kind of woke up more and I could hear the dishes rattling. I was like, oh, okay. Then my son came out of his room. He's like, what was that? I was like, oh, we probably had an earthquake. Like, somebody hit the house. He was like, okay. He was like, I wasn't sure because his door, because of it, had like slammed shut. So he wasn't sure if it was like a paranormal activity type thing or what. So, but anyways, like I said, we got to get going. So
Get your dog.
He's gotta go outside.
There takes Ryan.
But like I say, we're going to shut her down for tonight.
Yes, sir.
So you guys have a great one.
Y'all be good.
We'll see you next week.
It won't shut off.
Hurry up. Go. Yeet. Yeet.